Hey guys, welcome back to my channel for your stimulus package and stimulus check update. If you don't care, hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up. Much be appreciated. But this is something a little bit different, guys, than the update on your stimulus check, okay? So don't hold that against me. It's not really an update, so maybe I shouldn't have said it that way. But maybe this is something that you would like to really know. And what this video is going to be about, it's going to be about how other countries took care of their people and how many months and what kind of aid they gave them and what kind of checks they gave them, a stimulus check each month. Now, I've done some research and I found some countries and some information I would like to share with you all. Maybe you all know, maybe you don't. But I'm going to go over this and let's see. I've not went over it yet myself. Anytime I go over something, I just read it from the raw cut articles. I don't research. I don't pick things. I just read it. So that way the whole thing is read, and that way you don't leave nothing out. But this is interesting, guys. This is going to be interesting. First of all, it'll start off as like this. He'll go, as lawmakers continue to negotiate a new coronavirus relief deal and whether or not it will be included second round of direct payments, we're getting a better idea of how other countries help their citizens amid to the economic fallout of the coronavirus pandemic. Now, at this point, most Americans received a stimulus check of up to $1,200 per adult. President Trump, along with a number of other lawmakers, have argued citizens should get a second check of at least that amount. Now, to date, fiscally conservative Republicans have held up any hope of a deal that includes that much direct relief. A recent proposal from Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell included no new stimulus check. Now, as you, in one video, if you remember, Mark Cuban, I believe I pronounced his name right, he was pushing for $1,000 every 2 weeks, which would be $2,000 a month for each American, each adult. Now, that would be very nice, and that would really help the economy. That would boost the economy back up, and most important of all, that would help the American people pay their bills and put food in their cabinets, and help people, especially people that's out of work, would help a tremendous help. But now, other countries that sent money to all its citizens included, here we go now, included Hong Kong. Listen real good, guys. Included Hong Kong, $1,280 equivalent per adult. Japan, $930 per adult. And Singapore, $422 per adult, according to a breakdown by the BBC. Now, South Korea's government sent $820 checks to families in the bottom 70% of income brackets. Now, according to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, those were the countries that provided direct coronavirus handouts to its citizens. Now, other countries have been more targeted with their approach, as in relief in Canada came in the form of $1,400 per month for up to 4 months to anyone who lost income after the virus hit. Now, Costa Rica did something similar, sending $220 in monthly aid to anyone losing work. Now, it's worth nothing to the United States as provided an additional $600 in weekly payments in unemployment insurance that we approved March the 27th and continued through the end of July. Now, European nations largely avoided the one-time payments instead of boosting funding for social services to meet the needs of those most impacted. However, many countries enhanced unemployment offerings. Now, others, such as the Netherlands and Denmark provided assistance for companies that kept employees on the payroll, a format similar to the loans and loan forgiveness offered under the U.S. Paycheck Protection Program. While it may look like the U.S. provided more methods of stimulus than most other countries during the pandemic, there is a good reason for that, according to the one expert. Now, this dictionary response is very large to the United States, but when you're comparing, you need to take into account that actually more needs to be done in the U.S. because the social safety nets are smaller. Now, the Deputy Director of the International Monetary Fund's Fiscal Affairs Department told the BBC, for more information on what relief packages have looked like internationally, you can check out this chart from the Tax Foundation. Now, while the idea of additional stimulus checks in the U.S. is not entirely dead, it's not in good shape. House Democrats are going back to the drawing board on a huge COVID-19 relief bill, paring back the measure in the attempt to jumpstart negotiations with Trump administrations. Now, this week, the Democratic-controlled chamber could pass the $2.4 trillion measure next week if talks fall through to that the party isn't giving up on passing virus relief before the election. The package is expected to include new direct payments to the people. However, there is no indication that a GOP-controlled Senate would be willing to pass the costly Democratic-backed deal. So, now, guys, I don't know, and that's just all I could find. I don't know if the other countries. They say there's I forget 160, give or take. I think some countries. I'm not exactly sure on the something like that. This was only a few that helped their people. Now I don't know if all did. I'm not really hearing nobody say. I'm not hearing it on TV. I've not found it on the internet nowhere. I just found this, and I was, this is my first time going over it with you all. So, any help is better than nothing, yes. But, you know, the whole world is hurting from this virus. And it's, I mean, if you all, like me, I love horror movies. I used to watch horror movies and see things that happens exactly like this. But did you ever think, really, that it would come to reality that this would really happen? But it did. I mean, it's scary times, guys. The virus ain't going nowhere. The flu, did it ever go anywhere? Absolutely not. It's still here. So, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Give me your opinion on what you think about I think, personally, I think they should help us, our country. I think they ought to give it should be reoccurring every 2 to 3 months until things gets better, until this pandemic lifts. I don't see it lifting no time soon. I don't see it getting better no time soon. But still doing a proposal once every 4 or 5 months and keeping everybody struggling and keep the economy bottomed out and all this and that. Keep the checks coming to the people and try to keep everything on a tight schedule where they don't have to go bickering back and forth, like they've been doing. And which I know our government, it's always been this way. They don't care about us. I mean, you can plainly see that what they've been doing, but it should be every month of so much up to a certain amount. Like they're doing, $1,200 per person, $2,400 a couple, $500 for a child. Just ever how it should be. It should be so many times a month until things get better. they can do it because they can keep printing money. Simple as that. But guys, I just want to go over that with you all. It probably didn't mean nothing, you know. But it's just, I just wanted to go over that and give you an idea of kind of how some of the other countries was helping their citizens in this situation. But guys, I'll update you if something else happens. Maybe tomorrow. I'm sure there's going to be a lot happening because this is going to be a big week for all of it. But guys, until next time, love you. Keep your heads held high. God take care of us. Amen.